Alright, this is my first ever playthrough of Halo CE complete. I've, just for my own purposes, run segmented runs, just for fun.
Come on, we got to get
So I tried to tie everything together in one complete run to see how bad I am. So I'll just talk kind of my experiences as a kid, my strategies as I play, maybe commentary on how awful it is, anything like that as we go. But simply for this level, I really don't do anything unique besides run to the end. I don't even do the little grenade jump on the stairs. So it's simply just run to the end as fast as you can, you know, gun only what's necessary. So I think like world record time for this level's under 4 minutes. Yeah, they'll also go out of bounds, things like that.
Don't keep it loaded. So
I am shooting for under 6, but my best I believe is like 5, 10, 15-ish, somewhere in there. So for a full game run, if I can get under 6, I'll be happy.
Do what you do best.
But simply here, we just want to avoid them, go through this door. There can be anywhere from, I think 0 elites is a possibility, but it's usually 1 to 3. So we had 2 there, still able to get past. There's a health kit there to grab if things do go sour though. Game teaches you how to melee by exposing someone's back to you and showing you, hey, you can get a quick, easy kill. So here we hope for a frag. We did not get one, because I do like to throw a frag at the next part. Yeah, and every time I get like seen here more often than not, I used to not. So something with how I run is screwing that up. Where you could go up and just hit the elite and run past them. Another one is right in the back.
Taking fire! We could use a hand!
So I only have a plasma grenade. I'm gonna throw it, but I don't want to only kill as much
Keep your head
as
down, there's
possible.
2 of us here.
Bad throw, I only got an elite, and then I got held up on a run. Nearly get killed, but another convenient health pack just to grab there. So you can also jump over the other barrier. I always just go for that one because I throw a grenade over the other one and kind of scout it out. Grenade here, pretty bad throw. You want to get in the room, but it did kill everyone except this guy, so we can finish that. Try to get a new pistol. Can't. Move on. So here, usually people will throw like 3 frags in a certain order every time from other runs I've seen. I usually just try to go for a tag and hope that they run to their friends. So here it worked pretty good. I'm also very careful with chain reactions. Like I backed up there and kind of waited. Obviously you don't want to do that when you're going for speed, but I just don't want to get killed by a chain reaction. So here we just want to throw it on the ground. Got kind of unlucky though, we tagged his foot. So again, we kind of wait to get rid of those elites, then we're able to go in, try to grab a fresh pistol. I do biff that though, so I have a rifle, but we'll make it work, no big deal.
Covenant, on the landing above us.
If you're good here, you'll throw a grenade right at the top platform, then jump up. But there you can just do a simple crouch jump and get up. It doesn't cost you much more, and there's usually elites in front, so they'll hit you when you have no shield, so I go for that. It's a lot safer. Here we go for tags again, just trying to hope they take out their friends. Looking for grenades, because I have none. Big miss. Again, avoiding the chain. Because I just don't want to have any dumb deaths. And here you could get aggressive, but again, I'm just, hey, full game run, just trying to play it safe instead of run in there and go for glory. But decent shooting, clear that out. You're able to restock here if you need it. And then you can also restock here on
The life pods are launching. We should hurry.
These 3 fellows.
Warning, blast doors closing. We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point, it will lead you to an opening.
If anyone knows how to get this door to open faster, I should actually kind of watch a run and see what they do, but I always have to like shimmy to get that door to open. I don't know why. So here, the like correct strat is to throw a grenade on the ground there, then run into that hallway. Well, yeah, that guy came up behind me. I want to play it safe, so I attempt to tag. I do miss the tag. Same guy that killed me last time comes in. I should have known better. But tag can grab cover, and there's going to be a lot of guys. They'll bunch up right here. So you can just go for simple kills and tags. And then there's that health pack conveniently, and usually you'll be able to find enough grenades there just to then round out the level.
It looks like the Covenant wanted to
So
catch
right
you.
now on the game timer, we're at 5:10 it looks like. My goal is to try to beat 2:20:31, which is the time a friend and I set in co-op last week and our first full game run, so I just wanted to see what can I do in a full game run, and I'm trying to be faster so I can tell him how bad he is. But again here, I try to go for a tag. I missed the tag, but get some. And here the game gives you grenades, a bunch of frags right there in the corners. They want you just to kill these guys. If you play on lower difficulties, I think easy and normal, the Covenant won't drop grenades. So that's the first time you'll kind of see them. But decent ending. I wanted to shoot for under 6. I got 554, so my goal was complete for level 1. Again, best around 5, 10, 15-ish, I think. Just hauling balls. So I'm willing to take the extra 30, 40 seconds just to make it a little safer.
Chief?
So,
Chief, can you hear me?
So for this
Blast.
level,
Are you all right? Can you
I'm
move?
sure most are aware,
The
but
others.
you want to... You're supposed to save the
Nothing.
Marines at 3 different points?
Warning. I've detected
We're gonna kill the
multiple Covenant
Marines.
dropships on approach.
When you
I
kill the
recommend moving
Marines,
into
the
those hills.
game
If we're lucky, the
doesn't
Covenant will believe
then...
that
You don't have to
everyone aboard
fight
this
waves
lifeboat
until the
died in the
extraction point if all the Marines
Alert,
end up
Covenant
dying. But if you
dropship
shoot
inbound.
more
They
than
must be looking for
shoot and
survivors.
kill
I
more than
recommend
2
immediate
Marines,
evasion.
they'll retaliate against you anytime you run into them. So you'll kill them with frags, and the game kind of just writes it off as an oopsies. If you throw frags and they happen to get killed in the explosion. So most Marines you see that will get killed by frags or shooting them at a very long distance where they're not aware that you are shooting them. So there is a trick here where you could grenade jump off a ledge up to here. To be honest, I've never really tried it. I always like to just try to get some plasma and a pistol here, so I did get 4 grenades. And I just think it makes getting rid of these elites quicker at the next area. I'm sure it's faster, because it's more of a straight line. You don't have to wedge out. And then you don't have to deal with the Banshees or that squad.
I'm reading a lifeboat beacon
But
over the
that's
next hill. We should check
sadly
to
how
see if
I've
there are
always
any
done it,
survivors.
so I don't even attempt the other way. Here I'm going to try to get a frag in the middle of this group of 4. It's a real bad throw. Surprised that hit. I switched thinking I didn't. And blue elites have pretty low shields. They don't take a lot of plasma to deplete, just regular shots. Red and charge shots are way better. Blue, it's situational, but it depends. We want to knock out these 2 Marines that are together, Johnson and, I don't know, the,
You mind not killing my men?
Don't worry, Sonny. We'll stay here until evac arrives.
Johnson says funny stuff. He'll call you a lousy bastard. He's hilarious when you throw frags at him or his buddies. But we just killed 2 Marines, but it does not count as friendly fire because it was grenades. So as far as the game knows, we're free and clear. We have not killed Marines. But we kill those Marines to speed up this dialogue and make these ships drop in a little faster. So I kind of want to get both those elites with the frag. You can throw it on the ground too. For some reason I went for the tag. Don't ask me why. Things where I know better, I'll sometimes just... Even though I'm not going for a world record pace or anything there, and this is only the 2nd level of 10, my nerves would sometimes get to me and I would just do awful things.
Covenant dropship on approach. I could use some help over here.
So on this one, a bunch of grunts drop on the opposite side and elites here. If you get underneath, you can throw grenades on either side and just wipe them all out, but we're going to do a little battle. So first grenade is actually good, got 2 elites with it. And these you just mop up with either pistol or your plasma pistol. I do try to, every time before I move, grab a new pistol. And then top off on any plasma grenades if I throw. So this ship here, I've never done it on solo, and really I should on co-op with Greg. We should get this down. But if you kill these guys quickly, when they drop out, only one of the next two ships will actually come in.
They're trying to flank us.
I'm not going to go for it. There is a way to throw a grenade at each side, and if you're pretty much perfect, you'll get them. I'm just going to try to get the elites out of the way. So luckily that was successful, but the grunts are going to freak out and start retreating, so we don't want to get anyone too far. We're going to go for guys far out that aren't going to be in our path. So I was a little worried another grunt got away, but there's just 4. And that would be all 4, so we're free and clear to head to this ship. This ship, grunts will drop out on this side. The other side, it'll be elites and a jackal. So if your aim is on, you can hit these guys in the face, so at least wipe them. And then you have these elites. But they're actually being a little evasive. They're side rolling like me, it works. So I decided to break for this one. Again, awful aim, terrible luck. And then we end up getting them. So here, usually, when that ship's coming in, I'll be near there and I'll be able to throw a frag. So I do a quick FU, but it's way too low to do anything. And that was because these elites kind of broke and I didn't get them with the plasma shot, so it went to crap. Yeah, and then here, I tried to be smart. And I even shot the little guy to hopefully stun him, then shoot a charge shot at the elite, but I still hit the little guy. So here, there is a grunt still left too. Realizing I have reloaded, he's gonna hide, I focus on him. So overall, not a bad Halo for me. The level. This is the level Halo.
Roger,
That's the
Echo
game
419.
Halo,
This is Fire Team Charlie. We read you. Is that
not
you,
so
Codehammer?
bad for me so far. I really
Roger,
haven't
Fire Team Charlie.
biffed
Good to hear
anything.
from
So far for me, for a full
Codehammer,
game
we need
run, this
transportation
is
to the command
fairly
shuttle.
clean.
I'm on my
Even
way.
though we have probably over
Look,
12
more
minutes on the
lifeboats.
clock.
They're coming in fast. If those lifeboats make it down, the Covenant are going to be right on top of them.
I've never really walked in there, so
Codehammer,
I just,
we need you to
I don't know, I just
disengage your
wanted to check it out, I
warthog. The
guess.
Master Chief and I are going
I
to
was
see if we
slow
can
at
save
I
some
was a little slow at
soldiers.
killing, so I'm just kind of
Roger,
waiting around for this
Cortana.
warthog. The sooner you kill those people, the sooner it starts the spawn of
Okay,
this
Charlie
warthog.
Team, Warthog deployed. Saddle up and give them hell.
Roger, Codehammer. Stand by to evac survivors and transport them to safety.
So we're gonna go to this cave that's not a natural formation.
Echo 419, staying on station.
Someone must have
Warhammer out.
built it. 'Cause, you know, it's
This cave is not a natural formation. Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere.
so which is, you know, it looks
I've
like it
hacked
has
into the Covenant battle
electricity.
They're actually
you know,
broadcasting
nicely made
tactical data on
quarters.
unencrypted channels.
You know,
You should
it's-
show them who they're dealing with.
I think Cortana's on it when
Master
she
Chief,
thinks that it
I'm going to use your
was
suit's
made.
transcom system to
And
monitor
it's
their
not
chatter.
natural. She's kind of interested in nature because she'll even mention it. Yeah, I almost missed that. But anyways, she'll mention, I think it's it, to assault on the control room when it's snowing. She'll be like, oh, I don't know if the designers of the game wanted to have like the different seasons or something like that, but yeah, for now she's interested in that. So this is actually a little trick. I miss it. I only hit this like 10% of the time anyway, but if you fling out of that, you'll go right up to here. So my backup strategy when I more than likely miss it is to simply just jump on the front of the warthog and come up. Luckily that guy did a good job of drawing his fire, their fire, so I take him out of his misery. You'll want to kill that Marine for... You might be everyone kills him there. So it must be best. I should probably try running this
There's new
level
traffic
once
on the Covenant
and
battle network.
have him go with me
A lot
all
more
the way
crew made it
up
off the Ottoman I had
until
predicted.
the first
The captain really gave them
zone
hell.
where we save people.
If We can
and
find
then pop
Captain
him,
Keyes
because
and
he'd
the other
actually be able to
survivors.
cover
We
from
have a
jackals
chance
and
to
some
coordinate
things
an
outside.
effective resistance.
But there's got to be a reason. Everyone shoots them. It's one of those things I've never experimented with, and it's, hey, if everybody does it, I want to be cool. I want to do it too. So we didn't kill Marines the first area because we still have to defeat all those waves regardless. But now for these next 3 areas, we want to knock out the Marines at 2 of the areas, and then at the very last one, we are going to help them because we have to clear out everyone for evac to pick us up. So we're going to go to the 2 areas and kill the Marines where... and we're going to kill the Marines. Yeah, I did do it. Kind of swaggy. Grab the sniper up here. Go back in the warthog.
Maybe they took cover in that
Alright, here we're going to
structure.
fling
Let's
them.
check it out.
So we'll come back to that. So not a great fling. I kind of want to go into the door, but
We should search
I'll
the
take
interior
it. That
of the
fling I
structures
usually
before we
hit
leave.
90% of the time, so that was a little upsetting to me. So now I'm kind of like, Dan, you're screwing up. What's going on?
There's one.
Use your 2 frags, you can knock all these guys out. They're kind of evasive, and there's a guy behind me. I hear the scream, so I know he's done. Sometimes if you throw grenades down there, you'll hear, yeah, and you can jump on the left and then straight out. For some reason, I went right thinking I see an elite there and have to do battle. So then I go this route and give myself some trouble. Barely make it out. 1 bar of health, not ideal because I'm not going to find a health pack until the very end of the level. So, that's great warthog driving. So we kill the Marines there and at this next area, because if we don't, we have to fight. The first area, there's a lot of guys that got to clear it out. This, a bunch of dropships come in and keep dropping off guys, so we don't want that.
Survivors detected.
So here the
Marines are
plan,
concealed in those rocks.
when they start shooting, is to shoot them. But I'm the one that's getting shot. So now I have to watch myself while also killing them. But I'm going to kill them at far enough of a distance, they don't know that I'm killing them. So this doesn't count as friendly fire. So I get the kills I need, and then I die. And I did not
Maybe
get a
they took
checkpoint.
cover in that
So
structure.
I'm a little
Let's check it out.
aggravated, drive like crap, but I actually get an okay fling.
We should search the interior of those structures
Still
before
kind of
we leave.
worked up right now. So you're going to see some top level combat here where I don't know what I'm doing. We have the easiest thing in the game, we're trying to fight. Jackal did lay that last guy out, but I threw a frag just for security's sake. So here I'll actually jump on the ledge. Learning from my last mistake of not doing that. I tend to go for the melee from behind, but these jackals know, and something's behind me, and it's the warthog. I don't think I've ever really parked it there when I flung, but I also kind of flung from a weird position. So, we gotta make sure we get in the driver's seat and get out of here. So, good news is, health-wise, we are
We should
better
search the
off.
interior of those structures before we leave.
We don't have 1 health, so... And also, too, now I'm thinking to myself, well, I've lost quite a few minutes. I've driven like hell. Might have to avoid some Banshee bombs here, but... I gotta make up for it and just... Instead of then trying to... Sometimes, like, if I'm behind, I'll try to rush it. Sometimes I'll go, okay, you screwed up. But you've got to play conservative because you don't want to restart again. So you'll see here, I'm a little more
Survivors
conservative.
detected. Marines are
I
concealed
try
in
to
those
excite
rocks.
them with that grenade. And hey, I get a checkpoint. Some good marksmanship. Actually, it was there at the end, but initially it was poor. All the Marines must die, so you'll see they're still fighting. It's yellow on the radar. because they didn't get wasted instantly, I wait a little bit. And I hear some explosions and no screams, so I assume that the Marines have been killed. So I don't know how many Marines are in the rocks. I think it's 2 or 3, but there's always 3 Marines up top, one with a sniper rifle and then 2 with a rifle. And if you actually like play, you know, as the developers intended it, that area, the guy with the sniper rifle will lay out some stuff. The regular rifles the Marines have are awful, and they can't do anything to elites, they can't do anything
There's
to
some
jackals.
Marines
And then
hiding
even
in the
grunts
woods above
can
the
give them a
structure.
run for their money. So they're pretty much
What are
just
you
cannon
doing?
fodder.
We have to stay with the Marines.
This is Bullhammer. Cortana,
So
do
we
you
got the
read?
dialogue that does
Respond.
confirm the Marines have died at the
We
last
read you,
area.
Bullhammer. But we were unable to save the
But we
Marines.
do want to get a
We're
Marine.
going to try to find the final lifeboat now.
There we
Pedal to
go.
the metal.
But we want a gunner, not a passenger. We get one.
Yeah.
And now we just help them. We're just going to pick up anything we can. Hopefully the Marines assist us. Covenant does have to kind of come in for them to assist us, but I hear dropship.
That one's free.
Hopefully I get this guy.
Hey, don't get cocky.
Good. So we do have a jackal. I'm just going to try to hit him. If I miss, I'm going to hope the Marines clean him up. I like to drive the warthog here and just hit these guys, but I was a little bit slow, so I'm just going to do it this way. It misses. I only have this. Luckily the Marine comes in to help me out because I'm awful. And then I help him out.
That's the last of them.
So for
Roger
this
that.
level,
I'm on
I
my way.
think a good
New traffic on
time
the Covenant
for
battle net.
me
I
is
found Captain Keyes.
below
He's
13.
being held on a Covenant cruiser.
So
the Truth
on
and
the game
Reconciliation.
timer, I am
The ship I
at
disabled before we abandoned
shy
the
of
Autumn.
16. So I'm going to be
The
over
Truth and
16 minutes. So I was
touched down on a
3
desert
minutes.
plateau, roughly 300
3 minutes
kilometers
slower,
upstream.
so 30 seconds slower on Pillar of Autumn than just my regular segmented, 30-40. And this about 3 minutes. But again, I'm doing it all at once.
There's our
and I'm
ride.
just taking my
Get
best
aboard and let's
time.
get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master
So it
Chief.
looks like 16:10. Maybe 09. 09. So 16:09. So for me, it's okay. At this point, I feel all right. If I probably didn't biff and die at the
The
second
enemy has
point,
captured
I probably
Captain
would have been
Keyes
close to
and are
like my
holding him
regular
aboard one of their
time. But
cruisers, the Truth and
it is
Reconciliation.
what it is. So this
The ship
level
is
used to
currently
be my
holding position
least favorite
approximately
level
300 meters above the other end of this
when I
plateau.
first played this game when I was
So how do we get inside the ship if it's
about
in the
14,
air?
15 years old.
Corps issued me a rifle, not
That's because
wings.
they give you a sniper
There's a
rifle
gravity
and
lift.
ammo is very sparse on the level
Supplies
4.
between
The
the
Covenant
ship and
don't
the
drop it.
surface.
There's just
That's
certain
our
points where
ticket
it's
in.
at.
Once we
So
get
I would
inside the
always
ship,
drop
I should be able to lock on to
this
the
gun,
tracking
even
signal
though it's like the
Captain
best in
Keyes
the
neural
game.
implants.
Because
Hit a
I
Marine!
must
Go,
not,
go,
you know,
go!
I
Corey,
can't get
paying us
ammo
by the
for it. Why
hour!
am I carrying an empty
Stick
gun
to the
kind
higher
of
ground
thing?
to the right. We should
So I
be able
usually
to
just
recon
carry
the
like the
Covenant
rifle and the
position
plasma
without being
pistol, and
spotted.
it was a
I've
struggle.
detected Covenant stationary guns near
Well,
the next
now
house.
that we're
I
going for
recommend using your
speed, we'll
sniper
have this
rifle to
rifle
take
the
out the
whole
gunners
time.
while
We'll
I
be able
call
to
for
find
Marine
ammo for it
support.
consistently. So I take a little safer approach. I do go up because sometimes the elites aren't in a nice line like that. They conveniently were this time. But if they're in they could be in the turret, or the one can kind of be patrolling, you're able to see them. So we want to pull the jackals in. And we don't want them to run off up the hill, because if they do, then if you shoot at them, you'll alert these guys. So we don't want to alert these guys. There's always a grunt, and I couldn't find him. Oh, now I see the grunt. He's right by the turret, but I didn't see him while I was playing. So usually you should just run right up the rock in the middle. I like clearing a little stuff out, and the grunts do freak out when you actually have some Marines helping. So I throw a few frags there, kind of, I suppose, kind of hoping I'll get these grunts over on the other side. You'll see there's one of them, but they will lay you out. Some good shooting. Kill him to try to get the grunts to freak out, not fire. It looks like it worked. Corpse on him. Here I used to wait and just shoot this elite that's here. If you don't, he could chase you and kill you. So now I always just go for this tag. As you see, a big miss. I did see I just got a checkpoint, so that couple seconds is okay in my book. This guy you don't have to kill, but if you're running kind of head on him like that, you might want to. So I did. Everyone else, pretty much you'll dodge their bullets and be invisible by the time that they could continue to target you. This is a little safer. There's another way where you can kind of run right up the gut and start killing. I probably should do that, but really, with this strategy here, you can see you can just knock guys out. Shoot them in the back. If they're sleeping, you can hit them anywhere. And then after I pass this rock...
Cortana to Echo 419, requesting reinforcements at our position.
Reinforcements will come in, so that always works for me. Where with the route I run,
we're directly under the ship now.
I always get reinforcements.
The Covenant uses gravity lift to move troops and
So
supplies
now I know
between the ship and the
reinforcements are
surface.
coming. We're gonna have to
You
clear
can
out,
ambush
check
them
the
at the
turrets,
grav lift's loading zone and use the lift to enter the ship.
clear out any grunts. I did get hit from behind, so
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound.
Covering fire! Need some
almost
for
hit the
me!
Marine, but didn't. So as soon as each count now is down to 1, they're gonna start bringing in reinforcements. So that grenade will knock them out. That lift came in fast. Don't know why.
Nice shot!
I'm out of ammo though, because I'm dumb. Gotta try to get a frag off. Trying to be successful with it. Behind this guy. Blue elite. Again, you can tear up this shield with just a few shots. Really late grenade. I don't even know why I threw it, to be honest.
Nice shot!
2 melees and some shots. He's done. So here, I had already lost the Marine, and I was aware of that. So now when that happens to me, I like hanging out on the left. Doing this close quarters combat kind of stuff. Because again, if I kill the Marines with grenades, see, and I noticed I had a pistol I could have picked up earlier. I didn't when I was playing. So now I'm just trying to get a pistol.
How you doing, amigo?
Okay. You gotta be getting, there's a total of 8 waves. Imagine I'm getting to the end. 2 melees, 10 bullets. That's all elites once they lose their shield. That's kind of like the magic number. Okay, so it looks like I actually counted because I didn't throw a grenade like an idiot. Again, I lost Marines already. So, you know, I want to be fast here, but I'm going to have to wait for a respawn anyway. So I just lost another Marine, but again, if you lose one, you have to wait for this anyway. So, hit these guys in the back. Now I have plenty of time to look for grenades, pick up fresh pistols, get ammo, all that stuff.
Cortana to Echo 419. We've reached the
So
gravity
if
lift
no
and are ready
Marines
for
die,
reinforcements.
we'd be going up right now.
Copy that, Cortana.
But I lost a Marine fairly early and screwed up, and
Once
that's
we're
why
inside
they
the
just
ship,
kind of sat
I
on the
can home
lift
in on
and
the
started
captain's
fighting that
command neural
way.
interface. They'll
But
probably
you kind of want to
be
throw a
in or
grenade
near
from
the
a
ship's
distance
brig.
and just hit the elite with your rifle.
Echo 419 inbound. Clear the drop zone.
So this whole time, it's just waiting for these 5 guys to get out of here, and then the other Marines just kind of run off. But once these guys arrive, we'll go on the left. Where I didn't lose any Marines, we'd have 5 Marines, we'd go right.
Been looking good.
That's usually how we don't have game timer, so I don't know. Actually, it's not bad because 5:30 is typically when I get in. So 6:30
No Covenant defenses
is pretty good for a full game run. So I'm about a minute behind. 5:30 being like a good average, and that's with the Marines surviving, and they didn't. So for me, I still finished the list fairly quickly.
Right on! Contact!
Leave stuff for me! What was that?
So that stuck me. Okay, I walked right into it because I'm an idiot. Okay. So for this, the waves can come in with, there's the one in this quick. He always shows up.
No Covenant.
As the first wave. He does it again. And then after that, it's a gold elite. Here's the waves that can't leave. So that gold guy with the sword with 2 grunts. That gold guy with the sword with 2 jackals.
Don't worry.
Belly fight is called belly fight. I've always enjoyed it. You can skip this by warping out of the tank, but
Bring it down, man!
this is just like good quick combat, and you can kind of ambush them, throw a grenade if you're on top of it. So, gold, okay, so sorry, back to the waves. Gold guy, 2 grunts, gold guy, 2 jackals, 2 jackals, 2 grunts, or 4 grunts.
Get the lead
So
out, Ray!
I actually like the gold guys. I'm sure most do, because they're kind of, you shoot a plasma shot, you shoot them with a sniper rifle, they're done. You've knocked them out. And usually the other guys have to freak out. Like that. Where, yeah, getting like, gold guy with 2, jackals suck. Jackals are anti-infantry units, so under your funds. So when you have to deal with jackals, whether they're with the elite or the grunts, it's more to deal with. You want to try to frag them and just get rid of them as quickly as possible. So far this level I've had a death that set me back a little, and then I was a minute slower, so I'm probably like a minute 30 behind from what I usually do. Frag.
Let's find him.
Oh, he's calling out that frag. I thought he was throwing one.
Nothing over here.
Only oblivious to his surroundings. Studying the anti-infantry units. They're not crazy hard, but they'll tear up Marines, and if you're not careful, they'll tear you up. So here, usually, this guy's back is towards me to where I can hit it. Well, I missed there, but from the rip, I can hit him. And there I didn't. Or I couldn't.
Damn it!
So I'm wasting a little bit of time here. So just throw the Marines around.
Bastard!
Now that it's clear, we're just gonna fill up our health, grab a fresh pistol, try to get grenades if possible, and work our way out. And in this next area, we're gonna hope there's a 33% chance that a grunt is sleeping by one of the doors, and that door will be open because he's close enough to it. It automatically opens. I'm just looking for grenades here. I did get one.
Wait, that's
Don't
the locked
usually
door
do
down
that,
there.
but
The
so we
Marines
got
are waiting on
lucky.
the other
We
side.
did get that 1/3
Controls
chance.
to open it must be somewhere in this room.
If he's not there, you have to either push someone into the door or kill enough in that room that waves start coming out through the door, but you're going to probably lose your invisibility and waste a lot of time. So that was pretty fortunate. So I'm feeling good right now. Try to get, there's 2 grunts sometimes in there. Doesn't look like they were this time. I didn't hear that. So I do remember that death, but I did not hear everybody duck. So good on him. Luckily I did get a checkpoint here. I was worried I'd revert back further. So we just have to deal with these jackals. I figured the grunts won't be there this time, but they were. This is the red guy, so we're gonna go for a charge shot. We want everybody gone just to encourage a checkpoint here. So loading zone, checkpoint. And there's two kind of ways to like do this part quickly. I'm gonna do the slower of the two, but one's you throw you go to the right and you throw 4 grenades in such a fashion that you shoot yourself up to the top. I am gonna go for a 3 grenade, 2 plasma, 1 frag. And that gets us here. I'm gonna go for a frag. And then I'm gonna go for plasma. And that was a little upsetting because I practiced that jump. Usually I get that every time. And I practiced that jump right before I did this run and did it first try. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. And then I missed it. The geometry of that dropship is a little weird. So that will, like, go to jump, you're kind of falling down. So here I don't know the route because I haven't run it in so long. But if I hit that grenade, that last grenade, it would take me up to this point forward ahead, which I'll know. So it's not, this isn't, like, I'm not in danger going this route, but it's a waste of time. And this is where I would have shot up right here. So, I don't know, I'll say that's like a good minute because I missed that. And then because I missed that too, I now have no shield. Well, no over shield. And less grenades. So, I try to get these 2 elites. They're always red and they're always usually somewhere in that area. But I don't pay attention to my surroundings. That guy whacks me. He's right in the middle. I was trying to get him before he got too excited. You can probably see him at the top of the screen there. So, now I'm getting a little mad. I've got him to stay focused. Melees. Shots. I'm just going to make sure this room's clear because we have to clear this room completely out to advance. Jackal shows up. Try to frag all 3. Get 2. Then this next area, I don't know, I saw this in like an older run I saw once. People probably still do this. You throw a frag on the ground, jump here, kind of just hope that those guys get killed. It looks like we got 3. And that guy broke out. Usually just hangs out by the door so you can just throw a frag at him. And here, I'm not going for... If it was a short game, I'd go straight to where Keys is at, but this is kind of a wussy play it safe route. If you go over here, you can get... This you don't have to do, but the invisibility is the big thing. So by taking this, you can deal with 3 grunts, 2 camoed elites, and 1 gold elite. Kind of easily. Like, you don't have to think. You can run in there guns a-blazing, though. And that's going to be this next room. So again, I'm invisible. They're asleep. There's one of the grunts. I want to get this guy. I want to get this guy in his back. I miss. And then there should be... I should have just thrown a frag at this one, but I missed the melee. And then that's just the last guy there. So I was nowhere near the switch. If I would have planned it, I would have been near the switch when I killed everyone and been out of here. You can also, if you're talented, you can throw a plasma grenade at the gold guy as soon as you open that door. 2 invisible elites. Guaranteed. Usually you want to call them at the door if they get in and kind of start raising hell. Jackals have to go, or they'll tear up the Marines. See, that'll be the end of it. Marines and Jackals and grenades. Marines are not very effective to Jackals or grenades, so because of that, we have to revert here. I was playing pretty sloppy though, so not as upsetting, but still, it's a waste of time. And now I'm pretty pissed because I've already lost all my health when I was full. Yeah, we gotta get rid of these Jackals. Probably should have thrown a frag, but we'll do it this way. I don't know why I checked, because there's always two, and I got them. The Marines can kind of handle grunts, but still, the less you give them to deal with, the better. So it's always here. He can be on the left or the right, depending how quickly you get there, because he just kind of controls back and forth. Track his back wall, try to get some jackals. Bounce is funny. Still gets them. And then here, we want to see the Marines. We want to make sure the Marines see me shoot the Marines.
Hold your fire!
I don't know why I didn't get a reload with that melee there. Yes, I'm doing some really bad shooting here, but that jackal has to go. So the idea is once I kill those Marines and Keys or other Marines witness it, Keys is now angry. So you'll see on the radar he's a red dot. And I'm shooting here just to get these guys to come towards me. So Keys is mad. Keys is actually trying to kill us. And he's behind us. But by making him mad, there's this long dialogue here, and it skips. And then we also immediately go to the ship because we did the grenade jump, the 3 grenade jump earlier, and skipped the trigger for that. So, if you don't, like, sometimes I've killed all 3 Marines and Key still won't get angry. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I killed him in the wrong fashion or whatever. And if that's the case, he'll talk there for about a minute, but the level will still end. So for
Covenant
speed, you
believe
try
that what
to
they
do
call the
that.
silent
Usually,
cartographer,
sometimes
somewhere
Keys will
under
pop
this
a frag.
island.
You have to be
The
careful of
cartographer is a
that,
map
but if you
room
start
and
kind
lead
of
us to
running,
Halo's
he'll just
control
give chase to you. And if you take out
The island
leads
has
fast
multiple
enough, you won't
structures
pop
and
a frag off.
installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's
So
gonna
here
be
we're dropping
hot.
in with some
Get
Marines
set
to
come out, please.
take this beach.
Hit it, Marines!
But I know the Marines have got it, so I just let them do their thing. I start going this way. They don't call for me or say anything, so I'll assume they're okay. But no, the idea is if you clear that beach, a warthog will come in, and then you can drive it around, but this level has multiple warthogs at locations. And my goal is to head to the closest one. Because by the time you clear the beach, get the warthog and drive it where you need to go, it is slower than just getting this warthog. So this warthog is tipped. Master Chief has the strength to just tip it himself, but instead of him tipping it, we're going to do it with some
It looks
good old
like there is a
explosions.
path into the interior of the
Marines are
island.
dead anyway, don't worry about it. And this way we are in the driver's seat and we are going. So the goal here is to take this warthog in a building and then use its speed to get through a door fast enough. And yeah, if I remember, my
cliff
driving
wall.
is
I'll bet the silent
poor here,
cartographer is
so I
somewhere
start
inside
getting a
that
little upset at myself. Gotta go in this structure. All that roadkill. I have never, ever tipped that warthog there. And not only did I tip it, I tipped it on
in the cliff
myself.
wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside
A little
that
better driving at least now. Make sure I don't tip it. We're going to try to
Covenant are
encourage a
putting up a real
checkpoint.
fight. The
Right,
cartographer
this load
must
zone.
be here. My analysis
I don't get it.
indicates that the map room should be
Okay.
at the bottom floor of this facility. Don't let them lock the door.
Get in the door though. This guy has plasma grenades. I want to encourage a checkpoint here. So usually I'll just let go, melee this guy. I don't know why both of those bounced off him, but they did. And now I don't have any plasma grenades, so that was a very bad choice. And I didn't get a checkpoint, but I say F it. I have confidence in myself, and I missed the jump. So, that takes me way back here. So now I'm really infuriated with myself.
There.
But
cliff
okay,
wall.
the first time I got the warthog in there, I got it. So I just have to redo this part. This is just costing precious time. I think this level, like 5 minutes?
Covenant are putting up a real fight.
5-6 minutes I'll have it be.
Cartographer must be here.
So,
My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Don't let them lock the doors.
door. I have a weird bounce there, so I don't make it in. Alright, here I'm a little, really pissed with myself. I'm actually contemplating, do I continue? What do I do? Because I know I'm going to revert back here. So again, we've now wasted probably a couple minutes.
I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
Dropping the warthog on herself, not getting through the door, dying on the job, all just mistakes. And getting the warthog through the door, I'm usually very effective
Covenant are
at,
putting
so
up a real fight. The cartographer
I'm
must
upset
be
with myself over that. The jump, it's kind of a Hail Mary, and that's why I tried to get a checkpoint before I do
should be
it.
at the bottom floor of this facility.
Okay, we got our checkpoint.
Don't let them lock the doors.
I know that. Okay, I miss.
My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this
Some
facility.
bad driving again.
Don't let them lock the doors.
That time I thought I had it, but
My
it's a
analysis
miss.
indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor.
The idea is you fling out of the warthog with that
Don't let them lock-
velocity,
My analysis indicates that
and
the
then it
map
kind of
room
helps
should
to
be at the
push you
bottom
into
floor.
that door before it closes.
Don't let them lock the
If
doors.
you don't use the speed of the warthog and you just walk, by the time you're kind of
My
going
analysis
down that
indicates
ramp, that door
the map room
closes.
should be at the bottom floor of this facility. My analysis indicates
So again,
that the
just
map room should
mistake
be at the
after
bottom floor
mistake
of this
after
facility.
mistake,
Don't let them lock the doors.
which is sad because this is level 4.
My
And I made a
analysis
few
indicates
mistakes on
that
the last
map room
level,
should be
so
at the
now I'm
bottom
getting
floor of this facility.
very aggravated.
Don't let them lock the
myself.
doors.
Drop the warthog
My
on
analysis
myself.
indicates that the map room should
I
be
don't
at
know,
the
this
bottom
probably
floor
try
of this
10.
facility. Don't let them lock the doors.
That time I thought I had it,
My analysis indicates that the map room should
but I
be
have
at
a
the bottom
checkpoint
floor of
here,
this
so I can't get too
Don't
mad.
let
That's
them
only
lock
going to
the
be a couple
doors.
seconds. Maybe I can get in before the grenade goes off.
My analysis indicates that the map
Try
room should be
about
at the bottom
12.
floor of this facility.
Try about
My
13.
analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility.
Try about
My
14.
analysis indicates that the map room should
Now
be
it's
at the
getting
bottom floor
pathetic.
of
We
this
have
facility.
almost 5 minutes on the
Don't let
clock.
them
We
lock
should
the
be actually
doors.
completing the level. And I'm just getting in the door now for the second time. We really want to encourage that checkpoint. I don't know if it's because there's hostiles on the radar or what, but we'll take that guy out. His back's actually to us. And we get a checkpoint. So to discourage a movie from playing, we fire a few shots there, go for this jump. I'm not upset, I got a checkpoint. Shit happens. This is a jump that I feel I have more success with than the more common popular jump. You do take damage doing this if you land it, but then, and it takes a little more time, but I try to hit that ledge, which I did, but I didn't crouch, so there I was pretty pissed. Okay, so there I at least crouched. So I do maintain some damage, but I'm able to stiff knee it. And then we're just gonna go right on the overshield, because why not? Stiff leg it. Get this tag. Again, this level should have been completed about now. We're at 6 minutes and we just finally got to the bottom level. So this is the
I
first
underestimated the Covenant's
extremely
understanding of Halo
TNR, the level before,
They've
was pretty
locked the
rough, but
doors.
this is very
We don't have enough
botched in my mind.
firepower to get through them.
Cortana to Keys.
Oh yeah, so TNR.
Go ahead, Cortana.
Yeah, then here, since I'm behind, I gotta rush it.
Negative.
And then there's all these
The
guys.
Covenant have impeded our progress.
Sometimes
We
they're
can't
there,
proceed unless
sometimes
we
they're
can
back
disable
here.
this installation security.
So, wasn't worth it.
Cortana to Keys.
But okay, we got a checkpoint.
Go ahead, Cortana.
So I gotta kind of flood them out this
Have you
time,
found the
maybe.
control center?
Soften them up.
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable
Yep.
this.
Missed the
Cortana to
grenade jump,
Keys.
which that one's very simple.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the
So
control
now I'm kind of
center?
steaming because I'm at 7 minutes.
Negative, Captain.
And
The
I'm
Covenant
still
have
on like the
impeded our
bottom floor.
progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective.
Okay, at least now
I
I'm
may be out of
visible,
contact.
so I gotta work my way out.
Here are your orders.
Gotta remain
I want you
calm.
to use any
Trying to
means
probably shoot for under 10 now with all these botches.
Find Halo's control center. We have to get to
This
the
is a
center.
slow way out. There's a way you can grenade jump up to here and then walk out with invisibility all the damn way, pretty much. Because I go this route, I will have to do some battle.
Ready to roll as soon as everybody's topside. LZ looks secure, sir. Nothing moving. Good luck, people.
So the invisibility will wear off here soon.
We need to find the security
Throw a
override to
frag
get
in
this
between
door
these
open.
three guys. It's a quicker way of getting rid of them. I am now not visible. We want to encourage a checkpoint. Checkpoint. And we kind of want to check. Got another one. We want to check this room out. Sometimes there's an elite there, so I'm going to go for some tags. Hope he runs to his friends. He did not. But I'm behind on time, so I go balls to the wall. Luckily, it pays off. Check here. So not all dead. I didn't actually see him through the warthog, but don't see, and there were 3, and that frag took all of them. Oh, one got away. So I probably should have just driven the warthog here, but I locked up because I gave chase to that guy.
Chief and I are
Not really
topside,
thinking too
requesting
much.
pickup. Roger, on my way.
So now I'm going to take this up and out. That's some phenomenal driving. So I really screwed this level up because again, so I'm about 3 minutes, but for a 6 minute, or 9 minutes, so 3 minutes off from a 6 minute, but yeah. So here, I just like to drive this off so I don't accidentally get into the warthog, because I've had that happen.
Let's get moving.
And just get out. So again, 9:15. So here going into this level, the 5th level, I kind of say to myself, I can't biff it. This is a relatively short level. There's a quick cheese thing right away. So I say no screw ups. I've got to get in. I've just got to get it done. I've got to hit this trick the first try. So this level's great when you. So this is one of the levels as a kid I liked more. It's still okay. You skip it a lot and it's kind of boring. You walk around and there's nothing, but it's the only level you get a tank. So you get to blast a lot of stuff. It's better though when you play, if you like play through the level in full, you find a warthog and then you find a tank. So you go, well, tank beats everything, tank better. You actually want to take the warthog because you're able to just go in more areas and cruise past stuff. Yeah, that's kind of a weird choice I made. I should have just tagged them. And that's what I get for that. So I didn't lose too much. So I do tag him this time, but back up, and he'll run. Luckily that ground up top doesn't see me. Any frags you have left, you just want to soften these guys up and run through. Then you want to jump these guys. I jump really late. I jump after my wiener's in that guy's face. But loads point, checkpoint, this is a really interesting trick. You're going to look down at that line, check those areas,
I wonder if the
throw
ring's
frag,
environment
kill
systems are
him, throw
malfunctioning.
frag, tip that turret so no one mans it, hopefully. You crouch right before the wing goes before the shadow. Run into that pillar as he's rounding there, and then when you're using a controller, I hold right on the D-pad.
Cortana to fire team Zulu.
And I don't look up. You'll see, like, when people do that trick, they look up to see where he's at. I go off of noise. So when I hear the Banshee make contact, I just hold right on the D-pad, and then he abandons the Banshee. So it's free to take. So this is pretty much the big trick of the level. There's more stuff you can do after this to speed it up. I don't do it, though. I pretty much just fly and walk to the end. If you're good, and I've never even really tried it, looks crazy. By somehow standing this craft on its nose and meleeing it at certain spots, you can then like warp to areas of the level. I don't understand how it works. So, the rest of this level then as a result is pretty boring because there's going to be no enemies, no reason to get health packs, no reason to pick up guns. I am literally just piloting this craft to the end. So, but back, I don't think I finished with Truth and Reconciliation, the 3rd level. I hated, that was my least favorite level as a kid because of the whole sniper rifle thing. So the pistol's a really good gun and it's not in that level. So you're going through that level with a plasma pistol and an assault rifle, and it sucked. It was long, it would take you like at least a goddamn hour. The combat was brutal, you would get flanked a lot. As a level, it sucked. So now, in the way it's played and with like the tricks, the grenade jumps and some of the things, there's like a lot of skill and there's grease and you have the sniper rifle the whole time and it's just way more fun than it used to be. Where before, like I said, you were fighting pretty much goddamn tooth and nail every time to go anywhere, where now you just kind of run through with the sniper rifle and for the most part blaze through. So, it used to be my least favorite, now it's kind of one of my favorites. And this used to be kind of, this probably was my top 3. Now, after you do this trick, you can kind of see you just walking around. Not much going on. The kind of interesting thing you'll see, like, one, it's too how they made levels. So like this level, because you come back to this level essentially. When you skip this level, you can skip like all the triggers, and if you simply hit the switch at the end, you beat the level. Where when you come back to this level, if you don't hit specific triggers in specific orders or anything like that, the level like you can't complete the level. It becomes broken. So kind of interesting. It does make me wonder, did different people make different levels and then just take the layout and play with it? But how enemies spot, like there's dead Marines with equipment. So the blood stain is fixed, but the Marines or the equipment's just not there. So it's just interesting how levels are made, and I don't know much about level design, development, games, or anything, but I know for Doom, one guy just made a level. That was it. Like, I'm talking the OG Doom, like Windows 95, 98 Doom, Doom 2, Final Doom, those Dooms. Yeah, it'd just be like a guy. And then they just like mashed the levels together that they made. There really wasn't so much of like a plan, where obviously, you know, here I'll say things are a little more planned out. But yeah, it's interesting. So again, we are literally just trying to get to the end. I am just hitting these switches because we have to open these doors, and if I hit this switch here, the level ends. We skip all the dialogue, we skip all the combat, we skip everything. So it looks like I was, what, 6 something? I think that level's like usually in the 5s. I didn't see it was too quick. So I did have that death. I think besides that it was okay. So that was like my first, like Pillar Autumn was decent, and that was decent. Every other level has had some hiccups, if not many hiccups. Yeah, I think every other level I was like at least 3 minutes slower than I typically am. So as of now, of my like segmented best runs, I'm probably like 10 to 14 minutes slower than usual.
That was over 12 hours ago.
And even here, I started like running the wrong way. I kind of forgot for a sec.
And I'll come pick you up.
So there is a way somewhere in here. So this is the first level where you're introduced to a new enemy, and they do a fantastic job of introducing this enemy, but we're gonna miss some of those visual cues and things because we're kind of cheesing. So there's a nice little rock here. I've never seen anyone do this, but I found this, so I don't want to say it's my trademark, but you just jump on that rock and then you crouch jump up here and you skipped a bunch of combat. That's it. Now we're just gonna walk into the structure. You see a bunch of bullets flying. The Covenant's freaking out. They're running. And you don't know what happened. You don't see anyone. You don't see any Marines. I never hit that switch. I never have. But they're all gone. So goal here, if you're good, you can bounce off this. Just kind of run in past these guys. I don't have that confidence. I want to stack them Ks. So here I want to be fast and try to make up for my time. So my thought, probably flawed, I'm just going to go straight for this door. There's 4 jackals, 2 on each side. And I thought maybe I could jump over them. And I couldn't. I didn't even see the one behind me that shot me, but whatever. So, okay, biff that. Now I gotta be conservative because I screwed up. I lost time. And now we're at 1 health. So, kind of mad at myself. Big miss. Probably just pissed off. Don't get a single guy with that. Need to avoid that frag. I did hear that. I get it again. So again, I only have 1 health, so I can't really just go balls to the wall. There's another frag. And now I finally clear this area. So that was at least a good minute wasted. Okay, we got a checkpoint. I do believe I saw that. So I'm just kind of like, let's just disturb them and go for it. Oh yeah, here, this level, there's a big skip that I missed. I've kind of tried it. I've never been able to successfully perform it on the Xbox controller. So pretty much this level. So the only level I really broke was, yeah, we did break 3 a little, 4 with the warthog and stuff, and level 5 with the banshee. So this is level 6, and really there's only one trick I do called Camo Jumo. Hit this, wait a sec, then jump. Called Camo Jumo, where you get the invisibility and then you can jump on this thing and get out. This level, even the way I play it, I should still clock in at under 9 minutes. So here's kind of the new enemy. There is a video there. We obviously skip it for the sake of the speed, but we see Keys and a bunch of Marines fight this unknown enemy, and now they get introduced. It's this little popcorn. A bunch of pops. These guys aren't too much of a threat on their own. Like they're what, like, beat you and zombify you. If you have your shield, they just kind of hit it and go pop. So they're very lethal to grunts, marines, anything like that, because they just grab on and that's it, they're done. So, to you, they're not too bad. You'll see I let some hit there. It does wear down your shield when there's a lot of them, but they just pop and die. So, now I got some of these guys to try to get a frag on that group behind them. Looks like I had a good tag. I'll stun them. Just get the hell out of here. This part's not too bad. We were introduced to the popcorn flood, and now we're introduced to the infection forms, the bigger guys, and they right now have the ability to just hit you. So again, the game's slowly easing you into this new enemy. They're not throwing too many of them at you too fast. Except in this next room, there's quite a few. But usually you can kind of just mosey on past them and jump up and out. But I get stuck, knocked down, and they just take turns with me. And there's the little one, when you have no shield, that got my toesies. So, yeah, there's a little pause you saw there. I was pretty pissed there was no checkpoint. I've never encouraged that checkpoint because I've never died at that little jump there. So this is like a goddamn it. So again, we had that death by the jackals, and then they knocked us to 1 health, so I had to be conservative, and now I'm redoing the flood reveal room. So kind of too big. You dummy, you. Once that music starts, this door will start to open. Yeah, we're gonna go for that tag on the roof. Doesn't look like it was as fine. Take a right and a left out. I say that to myself when I play because sometimes I'll go in circles there. And there's a health kit if it's needed. And again, the game, it's a new enemy, so you don't know. So they give you a health kit going in and one going out. So, you know, nice. You don't know how to deal with this threat. You're kind of just coming into it for the first time. So because this next room totally got effed, this guy instantly starts hitting me, so I take a long way around. Have some fantastic marksmanship. That guy was eating a lot. Okay, I think they're behind me, so I can make it. So I go for it. They do hit me, almost knock me off there. And now they've come up and they start beating them, so we're just gonna get out of here. So, yeah, that probably cost a minute and a half or two. We're already almost at 8 on the clock, and again, this level should be done within a minute or so now. So, this was another. This and Silent Cartographer, level 4, where I messed up the warthog a lot and the jump down, are shorter levels, but I made them much longer. Like I played 50% longer than I should have. So here's where the first actual trick is I do, called Camo Jumo. Usually that guy is there. Last time I practiced it, he wasn't, so I didn't have my pistol out. But we just want to get the camo, jump off this ledge, onto this. So that's miss 1. If you miss it, you can just run the level, but you lose your invisibility sooner. You have to go through multiple rooms. It's kind of a pain. So I try to really line it up. And that's miss 2. Kind of close, but screwed up. Okay, there is at least a convenient checkpoint. Knocks his arm off. He's not a threat. Attempt 3. Okay, that was not good. So attempt 4. Siege attempts probably taking, what, 10-15 seconds. So if I don't get this, that's a minute lost. And I got it. So if you run it the other route, by the time you get to this door that I just went in, you would be losing your invisibility. I forget it for a second where to go. As I play too, I say to myself, down left, because I used to know the other route before Camo Jumo, but yeah, now that you do Camo Jumo, I'm running the level like regularly now, but I have to like say those things to myself because it's different. You're usually not invisible at this point. I do want to grab, there's guaranteed shotguns and needlers here. I want a shotgun. Visibility will start wearing off, avoid the glass. We don't want to fall through. And I like this kind of like breakout, even if you don't speed run the game, just like now, because you're going to activate this bridge, knock out some guys, and then a bunch of guys pour out of here. We'll throw in a frag to soften them up, blast our way in. We have a shotgun, so it's no problem. The shotgun is an excellent weapon in this game. They kind of neuter it in the other Halos.
This is Echo 419. Chief, is that you? I lost your signal when you disappeared inside the structure. What's going on down there?
So I don't need health or ammo, so to, save a second or two, I just go straight for it. We're gonna skip all the dialogue. The Marines will eventually catch up. This part's fun. Like when you play it, you go through this like marsh with these Marines and you shoot all these big flood infection forms. And they have shotguns. The first time like Marines have shotguns that fight with you. Oh, you rule ass. And then you kind of get to this part. And they just flood in and see all that little red on your radar. That's all the little popcorn flood. And as soon as one of them touches the Marine, he's done. So they'll try to fight their way to us, but don't anticipate seeing them here because you can see all the pot. Some of it's following me, but then you have others that look for them. Actually getting pretty torn up. I want to go towards that structure to get the sentinels to spawn, but I'm kind of getting pushed back and outflanked. I'm not courageous enough to go up because again, I just don't want to lose time again. Because here, I think you go back to the elevator if you die. That was my last checkpoint, so. I do want to pick up a plasma gun of some kind, because I want to take out these sentinels even though they're friendly. Got some top-notch shooting there. So there's one more sentinel. He's trying to help us, but we're trying to end his life. And now I just have to stay alive near this structure. Level 1. And that's it. So I don't know what my total time I didn't see. 11:51, so that's pretty bad. Par time for that level is 15, so I'm not too much below par. And the only trick I did was camo Jumo, but I screwed up a lot. So if you run that normal regularly and don't camo Jumo, you'll beat that time. So that was pretty poor. Probably of the levels so far, that was like the most impressive. So this level is very combat heavy, but it's only flood, there's no covenant. And no marines to help you, you're by yourself in this area. So, for this, I like to kind of go balls to the wall and beat this first floor area in like 3:30. I'm going to be a little more conservative, being it's a full game run. So my idea is, you'll see me like wait at points. I don't know how that dude hit me. And I biff up here, yeah, and then a shotgun drops me. So that's a loss of 51 seconds. I gotta keep it together. So my plan is I start the level like God knows. I always jump, throw a frag in here, get some easy kills. If that infection form shows up there, the non-human one, the like elite one, he'll always have a shotgun. So I look towards that, because if not, the next shotgun then is from these guys that'll come in on the left. When I cross that line, it's supposed to encourage them to come for me, so there's one of them. That guy might have one. Maybe there's usually two, but then I did that, and that grenade went off, so it got one to keep them come. Not worth getting. Try to throw a frag between those two. It got 3. A lot less action here this time, so this should be quick and easy. While I run backwards, I try to gun some of those. I'll usually balls to the wall there if I single segment it and just keep running. But now I want to encourage the guy with the shotgun to come out from the tunnel on the right. There he is. So I can get ammo. These ARs are tearing me up. Now I have to watch my toes because I have no shield. So all these little guys can kind of just take me out. Okay. We don't have as many shells as I would like, but you deal. I usually throw that to guys will come out of there, and that cooks long enough to get a couple usually. It looks like it didn't. If it did, only got one. Octopus flew through the air and hit me, so that usually doesn't happen. So this is a little frustrating. Again, I have to watch for everything. I'm 1 health. I gotta watch my toes. I'm kind of looking for ammo, knocking everything out and trying to encourage a checkpoint. So usually I have this whole floor done if I like just single segment this level in 3:30. So already I'm not near the end and we're already past 3. So this isn't too hot. I miss a shotgun that's there. But I have enough shells, so I just run it. When they have the ARs, they are absolutely deadly. When you use them, they are absolute shit. That I was dumb. I was surprised, but there's always those two guys around the corner, so that's a shame on me.
Such ineffective weapons to combat the flood.
That shotgun looks like it went to Kingdom Come. I do want that pistol. Check my ammo. I hear that guy, so I give him a
The
blasting.
flood must not escape the installation. They consume. You can see how the body.
Okay, this time I gotta be mindful of the two guys. AR lets me have it again. Those two guys. Okay, don't throw a grenade. It looks like I was thinking about it. Ah, I screw. Yeah, I remember this. So usually you can just grenade jump right on out of here. I jumped way too early. I don't know if it's because I heard the shotgun. I freaked out. And I usually hit that. It just gets you out of there a little sooner, and then you have all this shield, but then I have to walk up, and they kind of tore me up. I always throw a frag here. Not a lot of people do, but those guys give chase.
This installation's research facilities are most impressive. Perhaps you would have time to see them.
So I'm already getting blasted by a shotgun, so I kind of want that. Just so I can be a walking fortress. There's another shotgun. So I've lost all my overshield and all the bonus I've worked for, so now I gotta be careful of these little guys. Well, everything, but especially the little guys because they're just numerous and everywhere. I see another shotgun at least. So again, we shoot for 330 on this level. It looks like I'm at 5, or on this level, on this part of the level, the first floor I call this. And we're at 530. So I try to get this, I threw it way too far. So it only gets a couple. So I actually fear I'll get killed here. Luckily it squeezes out.
Plasma conduit breach in section 5524.
I have full pistol, okay amount of shotgun, and some frags, so yeah, I'm 550, so I'll just say 6 minutes, and usually that's 30-30, so that was 2.5 minutes slower than what I usually do, and my conservative route, if I play it okay there, is usually about 4:30, so still slower, but again, first run where I'm tying everything together and just trying to do my best. Yeah, we're about hour and 17 minutes into the full game.
Flood activity has caused a failure in the drone
And people that know what they're doing have already had the whole game beaten. And I am on
I will
level
enjoy you
7
when I
of
complete
10.
my task.
So, just for perspective of how much slower I am. Alright, we want to encourage these guys to start coming, so by going, I just want to grab those frags, so by going there, that'll get this party started. You can hang out up on one of these ledges, and it will stop them from spawning. I always just go back here. I don't want a little more scenic. Try to grab some frags. Oh, that guy had a shotgun. I don't know if I did see him drop that. I think I did, and that's why I went out for it. So once you hear that monitor, I don't know how I didn't see those two doofuses up there. There's that health pack if you need it. I'm full on frags, so I'm good. There's a lot of action to the right where those sentinels are kind of going, but we're just going to avoid that. There's this very convenient area to jump over here. So it's very safe. Just as quick, if not quicker, I think, than fighting up the gut. So yeah, you go this way. And just a few crouch jumps, and we're out of here. Alright, so this door here partially opens and stops. Any door that partially opens, you can't get through with a grenade jump, so I made sure I had my frags. And you just go up to there and through. So we don't have to wait for that guy. Alright, here, those guys have shotguns and some stuff. If you have to get ammo, you can farm that. I don't really care, and that guy ended up running to me with one, so I was fortunate. Yeah, having 30 shells in reserve is pretty good. Really having like more than 12 is you're in good shape, because you're gonna probably come across one somewhere at some point. So here I'm trying to encourage a checkpoint. I don't get one. Get a tag, but I want to stop him so he can get his buddies. Best shooting. I didn't worry about him because he had no arms. He wasn't a threat. If you're quick, you can just jump up there without clearing that area. I don't have much luck when I try to be quick with that, so. The guy with the shotgun tore me up. Don't know where he was at or what happened. Yeah, Flood with shotgun are total game changers. Like, it's good when you use it too, but they can drop you a full shield and health with one shot. So, it's a little disappointing. I just checked to see if that guy with the shotgun follows me. He didn't, so I still have enough shells to progress. You can't just jump those guys. I shoot them, so then when I play co-op, I'm in the habit of shooting them. So I don't jump them, and then my buddy runs into them. Okay, I wanted to kill all those Flood to try to encourage a checkpoint again. No dice. So this time I just say no fuck-ups. I want to hold that guy again. There's no arms, so he's my last threat. Well, he's not really a threat, but you know what I mean, my last target. I did get some shotgun rounds, so now I just gotta... When I run, I need to look out for somebody with a shotgun, be a little careful. There he is. So that's probably the bastard that dropped me. We got these two rocket guys. I hit one, wounded the other, but then finished the other off. I don't care to get the rocket launcher, so I keep progressing. I don't know where that shell missed, but it did. Yeah, the spread's a little random. It can be tight, it can be loose. Shotgun's still a phenomenal gun. Yeah, shotgun and pistol are like your best Flood combo, which is what I'm currently carrying. They can't jump up here, it looks like. So that's the second floor, it's 12 minutes. Like I said, I think 16:30 is my good run of this level. But again, this is full game run and being a little more conservative.
I would conjecture that the other species currently
Probably should have shot those guys. For some reason I didn't. Yeah, one of them has a shotgun now. Threat. We got it. Try to get that frag, but we're full. So checkpoint. That's usually guaranteed. Trying to soften these guys up with 2 mags. Oh, the popcorn shows up. There's more shotgun there. So 60 is the max you can carry, so I'm just kind of letting them have it. Got another checkpoint. That guy conveniently in the way. We're not low on pistol, but in comparison we're low. So that jump's very good. So there was that other area where we can do it, but I cleared guys out. There you can get up before it gets too heavy. So I always do just go for that. And here, if you're good, you can get through this door by what's called flood bumping, which is something we will utilize later. It's not now. But if that guy's... I've tried it with a friend, and every time we try to just get that guy to revive, he doesn't. So we just wrote it off as it can't be done. That was a little foolish because it could have been a chain reaction. So I realized that, I think, and I started shooting any of the Aquas. Yeah, I called it, I think flood carrier is the proper name, but I just say Aqua because it's quick and you don't explode. Because they're just like grenades, I think are just one. And then again, kind of regretted it because now we have flying Aquas. And say it causes that chain reaction.
Why, naturally, the flood is simply too dangerous to
rocket.
release, and mass sterilization protocols may again need to be
I just kind of want him gone,
Of
so
course, samples were kept here.
I don't have to stress about him. Sometimes I'll throw a frag there, sometimes I'll shoot him. Yeah, here you always want to throw a plasma grenade as you're coming down. It should get all of them, but I biffed it. And then that one guy always has a shotgun, so if you or your buddy need ammo, you can grab that. There's a way where if you jump on that ledge, none of these guys spawn. It's a pretty tight jump though. So this guy has a shotgun, I thought I was cooked, but somehow I got him first. For some reason I go for his ammo even though I'm pretty near full, and now I'm full, so whatever. Just habit, you know, when you play the game normally, you want to be as fully stocked as you can, but for the purpose of speedrunning, it's not as essential.
Their survival as a
There's always
race
2
was
frags in a
dependent
health
upon.
pack, so
I am
grab 'em.
grateful to see that some of them
These
survived
guys,
to reproduce.
yeah, the middle one has a shotgun, and that guy did too. So middle does, I think white might as well. You can throw just a plasma to get them, so when they jump out, it gets them, but I just shot him. That guy's a shotgun, took him out. Blasted again, took a shotgun. Luckily I know this level well enough for the most part I can run it backwards. Again, frags and health packs are there.
I will deactivate the security lock. Wait here.
I pick that up and I hope that the incoming horde doesn't see me. Now I play the waiting game. So in terms of like levels to speed run, the way I play, this is probably gonna be top 5. It might even be like my second favorite level because it's very well. First you get the shotgun, which the shotgun's cool, and then it's very action packed. Like there's just a lot of. I don't really do a lot of like warps through doors or anything like that. So for me, it's running and gunning in action. So if I run the level and I do well, I'd be finishing it by now, or 17 minutes. Run it my way, the fashion I do it. We are still on the 3rd floor, trying to go to the 4th floor. And when I did co-op run this with a friend, I think we were like at 24, we were just under 25. So my big goal, I know I'm behind on the co-op time, so my goal is I gotta be 25. Just had to blow up my tech that guy. Here you're just running out the clock basically. You can engage these guys, but there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit, and a pop in front of you coming. And they really don't give your shield much time to recharge if you're hanging out in that corner. So a big group always comes in here. We got something for them. I think it's like 8 or something. You can have it, you can just jump over them, but I'm gonna shoot him. Plus I have like a buttload of shells, so why not? We're at 18:30 and we're going to the last floor. The last floor, there's gonna be 2 grenade jumps. There's gonna be one that you do through a door that's just fixed, like partially open. And then the other one as it opens, you want to grenade jump as quickly as possible and get on it, and then it will still continue to open. Like it opens partially twice, and then it will open full, and then a bunch of flood come in. If you're able to grenade jump on it quickly enough, the first time it partially opens, yeah, I faded back a little bit there because I got shot. I wanted to get a recharge before I went for that. But if you, so that's the first door and it's fixed. And then this one, you can flood bump through, but I'm bad, I've never even tried it. The next door, if you grenade jump into it so fast enough, you'll be able to run in and get past the flood right after they spawn. If you're a bit slow, when they spawn, they're going to be right around you. So the idea is if you're fast enough, like it's so, you know, obviously developers didn't plan for it, but they didn't spawn all the enemies there yet, and they do it in stages, like as the door opens. So you're able to avoid all that shit if you're quick enough. So that's what we're going to go for, because we're coming up on 20 minutes. We want to really beat 25 hard to make up for some time. So for some reason I'm not watching my back, and I'm eating it. Yep, I just jump there, don't change my trajectory, and my health is so low I can't make the grenade jump, and I know that, so I force a load on a checkpoint. So yeah, me heading for the door and hoping to get through in under 22 minutes is now kind of dead, because now we have to wait this whole time again for this door to open. Maybe this time I'll actually watch my back. So again, just kind of hanging out. It's amazing how much this game, like this and Doom, I would say, are like two first-person shooters that just transformed first-person shooters. Aren't you supposed to be opening a door for me, guy? Don't hang out there. Now I'm actually watching my back as I go in, realizing there's not really a threat. I get my checkpoint. You usually get a checkpoint between like there and here. It'll be like the last one you'll get for the. You can get others, but for speedrunning purposes, it'll be the last one you get. So there's usually a couple guys there. I'll throw a frag. I'll throw a frag. We want to save at least a frag because that's the door we got to get through. So 22 might be possible. I'm fast enough here. And it looks like I stuck it, but that flood pushed me back. So you can see that. Yep. See how they just spawned all around me? So I was just too slow because of that one flood. I ran into him as he jumped through the door. So no big deal, I can still beat 25. The dream is real. So, same thing, throw that frag. That frag, not a great throw. So I back up a little to avoid it. Same thing, so as the door starts to open, you want to throw it like right away, get up on the slip, walk up. Doesn't look like I ran into flood that time. I did have some popcorn to get my feet. Right now, my heart's just beating like mad. I don't want to look behind me. Usually you want to run like backwards here. But I hear shooting and I'm just like, oh god, I can make it. So I just try to stick it to this unskippable movie, and that's level 7 library, which is a flood only level. And then the next level is going to be flood, and yeah, all the levels after this are like flood and covenant. But you'll never see.
You may now retrieve the index.
Yeah, you'll never see Marine. So the only time you see Marines with shotguns is the level previous, 343 Guilty Spark. And now you'll, like, it's the first time Marines were able to hold their own, and now you just don't see it.
Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The flood is spreading. We must hurry.
can't see my final time, but I'll put it up in the description. So this level is like, this is the ball buster. This is the hardest level, whether you, well, if you speed run and go out of bounds, it's not too bad, I don't think, if you like know how to do the out of bounds stuff. But if you're just running it, kind of for the sake of like running it, you're gonna see some shit.
We can't let the monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo.
You'll want to take out a couple.
According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring, and will cut through a number of primary systems.
Too many.
We need to trigger a detonation on the large.
Those guys will spawn. So that spawn won't
We can't let the monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo. According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring, and will cut through a number of primary.
And I died again. So now I'm really probably realizing the
We can't let the monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo. According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring, and will cut through a number of primary systems.
I still
We need to
charge
trigger
this
a
up
detonation on a large
in case
scale,
they'll eat
however.
2 jackals, and they'll just spawn. They'll
Starship's
just
fusion
appear.
reactors going critical.
So I still had eyes on it. Okay, if they didn't come in by now, we should be good.
I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant BattleNet and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash
Got a
site.
checkpoint.
If the
Luckily, we
ship's
did the door
fusion
right.
reactors are still relatively
And I
intact,
used the
you
frag.
can use them to destroy Halo.
It's a very easy throw, and for some reason, yeah. Should just double check right away. But see, there's 2 elites there. Done. So when I come back up here, I don't need to worry about. Since I was on this side already, I'm just gonna grab the health pack and the rocket launcher that are on this side. I usually go the other, get the Banshee, then get this stuff, but kind of since I went out there for the Jackals, I figured I might as well keep it on this side. Right there. So, there's no enemies here, and I'm sure many are familiar, but if you hit that door switch back there twice, and it's like you push it, and then kind of as soon as the stuff on the screen stops moving, you push it again, the door will still open, but it won't spawn anybody except those 4 guys that are fixed. Again, whoever designed the level decided those 4 guys would always be there. But now when we hit the switch again, which we have to continue the level, everything spawns.
I haven't located the
See all
crash
those guys that
site.
just
We need
appeared.
to buy some time in
Yeah,
case the
everywhere.
monitor or his sentinels find
We
a
wanna
way to
go low
activate
enough
Halo's
towards
final
this,
weapon
enemy
without
tank
the index.
race.
Let's get moving.
And then once Cortana has that, she'll either say, let's
The
get
machinery
moving or
in these
good.
canyons are Halo's
And when
primary
she says
fire
that,
mechanisms.
you know you're good to
They
continue the
consist
level.
of
If
3
you don't
phase
go low enough and hear
generators
that
that amplify
dialogue,
Halo's
this
signals
next
and
area
allow
won't
it to
load
fire deep
properly,
into
you're
space.
screwed.
The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these
Yeah, if you
generators,
do it
the
too
monitor
fast
will
when
need
you
to
go in
repair
here,
them
you'll still
before
have
Halo
that
can be
orange
used.
diamond, but that won't be
should
blue.
buy us some
It's
time.
blue here. It's just empty, and since it's empty, you can't touch it to deactivate it, and the level's
Objective
just
accomplished.
screwed up.
The pulse generator has overloaded. Again.
Usually you can run through
The
there and not
generator's
get
central
hit,
core is
but
offline.
my
Well
luck's
done.
been stupendous, so...
I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device.
Conveniently, there's a nice Banshee there with no lead or anything that came out of it.
You get closer.
I'm trying to be fast, but these guys with these,
Commandeer one of those banshees. Head through that door. Reach the pulse
door
generator.
cans don't show up. Right here that blows up and causes a chain reaction.
Wait. We should commandeer one of those
Realizing I was
banshees.
dumb
We'll
and
need it to reach the pulse adjacent time.
usually when I grab the
Yeah,
Banshee,
I'll
go
mark the
down
target
here, I
with
can
the nav
shoot the
point.
bomb
We get
like at
closer.
the time I did last time. The 2 fuel rod guys were there. Instead, I just do that.
Head through that door.
The Banshee bomb. You kind of want to conserve shells in this level if possible. There's areas where you'll find them, and there's long stretches where you don't find any. So my method here, this is another thing I kind of just figured out myself. If if you melee that guy and he doesn't get any, if he shoots while he's dying, it doesn't count as a shot. But if he fires a shot at you, it alerts everyone in this room. So when he doesn't shoot, their backs are turned. Usually you'll see an elite there, but you'll just want to tag someone, get a couple kills. Here I threw a frag down, but you don't kill any of these jackals. It'll get one. We only have 2 health, so we just want to get out of there. Throw 2 frags. Because elites show up. The idea is it'll eliminate one, if not both. And then right here, you're supposed to get a checkpoint. Try backing up. I probably should try backing up more, but then I just say F it. Luck will be on my side. Start trying to get some tags. I don't get tags, but I get some Ks. Kind of leave it in, sounds like. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. He just stood there and took it. I don't know what the hell hit me. Must have been an elite through the that corner right there. And that guy just lays me out. That jackal shot so fast. And where does it take me? All the way back here. He shot, so I'm going to reload the checkpoint. Yeah, you want, usually that'll happen. He'll just jump when he sees you. And speed him down. Again, you don't want him to shoot. If he does shoot, when you go to this area right here, the elites will be filling this area. But since they haven't moved yet, we're going to do the same thing. That frag actually does something. It does. Good shooting. It actually worked out that time. So 2 frags again. To be honest, I just kind of throw them. I don't line up with anything. Usually it gets 1 or 2. So I only got 1. This time we for sure want the checkpoint because we don't want to have to go all the way freaking back. So I play it from way back there. I should probably do that in the future. So usually when you go to the corner and crouch, you get it. Kind of soften them up, I'll just launch that. I probably shouldn't have, because now you'll see it. I don't know what determines how those floods spawn. Yeah, these guys. At least I have a checkpoint, but yeah, so far this level is going the worst of all of them. But this is, if there's going to be a level that goes to shit, it's going to be this one. Good duck. Get them toesies. Yeah, I realize there are a bunch of plasma over there, so I went for it. The jackals are like dicks. I thought I saw another one. I think that's why I'm like kind of... Okay, so that time I did throw a plasma. It didn't tag, but it got some kills. So yeah, the flood must be dependent on how many Play it safe because I don't want a checkpoint. I don't want a chain reaction. There was a chain. I figured since a thing just went off there and nothing died, I'd be okay. So I commit. And we are almost 10 minutes. I mean, yeah, usually you're at this point, like, I don't know, under 5. I like to throw a regular frag, but whatever. Want to potentially tag the skull guy. Some pretty good dives. I don't know why I thought if I did that, he would scream and I'd have time to run. But as you see, it didn't work. So now we're much over 10 minutes. Never saw the gold one. I just figured he must have died in a grenade or fell off the cliff or whatever, but he was just waiting out for me, so there's another minute lost. And that's just like each of these mistakes, they just add up. Like this mistake's 100, this mistake's 30 seconds, this mistake's, and they all add up. So there's the gold guy, so I gotta get my revenge. Very good dodge, but I don't know why that second shell didn't hit. I'm not gonna rewind right now. But I thought I was right on him when I pulled that trigger. Which is why after I fired, I started to look away. But yeah. So, yeah, now we're 11 and a half, so I'm pretty mad. Yeah, if you speedrun this level out of bounds, I think it's like 7 minutes it takes, so I'm probably not even at the halfway point. And I am 12 minutes in. I debate shooting him because I'm like, God, this is just going terribly. I don't. Yeah, this is just me being like super conservative because I haven't been consistently shit on to this point. Even here, like that route I ran, it was just so I could then see behind me. Should get a checkpoint. Yep. Make sure nothing's behind me so that we will get it. Here, this is something else that like I kind of do. So when you fire a shot, they're alerted. And they'll group up here. So I'll throw a frag. If you shoot again, then they kind of come for you. So throwing frags doesn't excite them. So I'll go for those elites. So now that I fired a shot, the ones that are behind me are going to kind of start giving chase. So we got 3 guys with ARs and this guy's a rocket launcher that we want to hopefully drop quickly. As you'll see on the radar, there are some guys behind me. Health back there, a bunch of popcorn in this door. Guys gone, we want to encourage a checkpoint. So we should get a checkpoint. I still didn't see it. So this next part's kind of dumb. There we go, so checkpoint. So that was just me trying to encourage that checkpoint. Because there's a lot of flood, and there's just these 2 Covenant Banshees, but these Banshees like to focus on you instead of the flood. You can see there even. And I know I've just lost so much time, I don't want to like go for it. So I try to soften them up a little. So we got 1 down. Bad news is once I take them out, the flood will just only, you know, be aware of my presence. So again, I'm just playing super conservative. I somehow missed that shot. Other than we have popcorn, so I'm trying to eat my toes. And as you see, I'm just running through shells. For some reason, I try to do that. As I watch it, I go, what the was I thinking? There's the Banshee again. Now I'm running low on shells. I just figured I'll chip them out with this. Now it's just me and Flood. I didn't see my shotgun. So I just end up running with that. If I see that guy, he's probably one of the rocket Flood. There are some of his rockets. So now there shouldn't be any more rocket Flood. Just these two guys with pistols. So usually here I'll have the shotgun and the rocket launcher, but I just lost my shotgun when I picked this up, so I'm just carrying this. Because I'd rather have the shotgun with 12 shells instead of this with 8. Doesn't mean you can't make it work, so I'll throw a frag there. I'll sometimes get a 1 or 2, and then there's a guy over here with a shotgun. And there it is flying in front of me, and I saw it, so I kind of want that to make up for the one I lost. Got a checkpoint. I think that one's guaranteed. Elevator down. Get that door open before the elevator totally sets. I only started doing this recently to take out the 2 Flood that jumped down that you just saw there for a sec. And then I'm trying to go for a quick grenade jump here, but I can't even get my footing. And I miss it, I'm too far to the right. And my toes start getting eaten by that guy. So I don't have enough health to make the jump, so I reload the checkpoint. I could have also just run around, but since I kind of like already committed to this, it's like I gotta do this. So it's a little bit faster. Had I realized my checkpoint was at the top of the elevator, I don't think I would have done it. Because usually I don't biff this, like I don't ever reload here, so I didn't know where the checkpoint was at. And it looks like I actually stuck myself. So, anger's really setting in. I think if I co-op this with my buddy and we do okay, we'd be beating the level right now. So I haven't even gotten to the second of 3 generators. So this is real bad, but this is always like a... I don't want to say, if you're gonna get unlucky on a level, this is it. So, throw that, threw it way too early. I got my 2 kills though. And now I have to watch out for popcorn. And, okay, so I line that up, make sure I'm not an idiot, make sure I don't stick my foot, and I actually get it. So, I did see checkpoint, but I'm just gonna wait for that
let's
elite
take
to
care of
kind
the
of
next
move
pulse
and then take
generator.
this. So here, there's no shotgun shells, but there are rockets, frags, and then I was looking for that health pack. So you're just gonna do a little zoom in on this. And then right up here, you should be able to encourage a checkpoint past this rock. I didn't see it, so I back off a little. Still don't see it. So then I just say I have to commit, avoid that Banshee bomb. Hope that now the Banshee's circling around, it won't get me. Got out with an okay amount of health, doesn't matter because we are getting a different Banshee after we fly this one up. So there's 2 targets I usually try to go for. There's a guy with a fuel rod gun. That's right there. And Jack is knocked out. Because he has torn me up before. I just want to make sure the Banshee doesn't hit me. That's why I backed off. Because I've already really biffed this level. We're now at Generator 2, which is usually pretty messy. So I got 3. I would have liked more, but I'll take it. We have Rocket Flood. I was just kind of hoping I killed him in the initial group, but I didn't. Alright, this time we got 4. There's guys with shotguns. There's a guy with a rocket launcher. There's a shotgun guy. There's another one. There's just kind of everything. Obviously, shotguns and rocket launchers are your biggest threat. Alright, we got a checkpoint, which should mean that all the Flood are dead. I'm looking for the rockets. I'm pretty full. End up finding it.
That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go.
I don't know. Sometimes I'll just throw grenades. Sometimes I won't. Sometimes it just kind of looks like what mood I'm in. I probably should have tossed up a rag there, but instead I'm just backpedaling and praying that the popcorn doesn't get me, but it does. And there it is on my toes.
That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go.
Rocket launcher. Took him out, and we just got chipped out. So this is try 3, it looks like. Yeah, this part can be.
That did it.
You'll like either get it first try, or you'll just get so. That's a nice shot. I deserve that. So now we're going on try 4.
That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go.
And here we go on try 5, because that grenade I threw in the back didn't get them.
That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go.
Our rocket guys. I'm at 1 health. Pretty much ran out all I had in shotgun. Now we're trying to encourage a checkpoint. I'm looking real quick. I don't know why I thought there might be a shotgun there, but I believe that's what I was looking for. Luckily here. I don't know why I focused on that
located
guy.
Hilaire. She put down 1,200
the
kilometers
shells that I
upspin.
have,
Energy readings show her fusion
Fresh
reactors are
Banshee.
still powered up.
The only bad thing is
The
there's 3
systems on the
Banshees that
floor
are flying
have
out here that are going to
fail-safes
try to
even
take you out as you
without
go.
authorization
One's already
from
shooting at me from the rear.
Or his neural implants to start the fusion core detonation.
And you know, time is of the essence. I'm already at like 24 minutes.
That we need to destroy is through there.
I try to go a little left and right to avoid the Banshee fire. Which works okay going left. It doesn't look like it's working going right. I'm hoping I can just get around that corner in time, and nope. The Banshee takes me out. So no reason to screw with that elite.
I've located the pillar of autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon.
Put the brakes
The
on,
final
and I
pulse
just kinda
generator we need to
hope
destroy
that they
is
don't
through
follow
there.
me. Which looks like a could actually work. A lot of rocket flood. If usually you hang high enough and fly in a straight line, they usually shoot from anywhere. Here you want to encourage a checkpoint. And there we go. This part can be frustrating. Mainly because you're like low on shotgun or pistol ammo. So you have to make every shot count. Just try to get rid of that popcorn. Big miss. All those Akbas that were behind me, so maybe I'll be smart and take them out this time. We're already at 25 on the clock. No, I don't take out the Akbas, they're slow, right? See, it's, I don't know. I mean, I wish I could explain my actions as I watch this, but yeah, now I notice they're a threat, it looks like. At least it only cost me a little. Yeah, this level's like always up. Slugfest though. Shells. I'm just trying to also use them to kill the flood. Okay, so now they're all gone. I've got an extra shell. Yeah, goddamn auto ammo. Way to the right, focus on the flood that jumps past you. Realizing I have no more shotgun ammo, just to go for that. There's 2 health packs here, I'll grab one. I heard a flood, but there he is. Coming up on 28 minutes, pretty depressing. Good news is so this is level 8, level 9, and 10 are pretty quick levels. So 4 flood have to be a limit, which you, like, would anyway, but there's conveniently some flood there. Well, like, the level won't continue? It's weird. This is the weirdest level in terms of, like, loads and stuff. And that falls on the gold elite. That is awesome. That is justice. That's what you get from leaving your squad. I'm just going to try to soften them up a little bit. Because I have a lot of rockets. And really nothing else to defend myself with. there's a bunch of rocket floods, so instead of driving directly at the rocket flood, I decided it's smart. There they all are. Try to encourage them to shoot where I was at. Get a checkpoint here. There's a rocket flood there all the time. So my plan is just to kind of hide out behind these rocks until it's not as hot. So we're already at the 30-minute mark. Rocks, maybe it'll be a little safer just in case. Just make it up between these rocks. Crouch jump. And really, you just want to pretty much get out with like even an 8 bar, but like 2 bars of health on that. Because the sentinels can open up on you at this next part, but you're pretty much just going to land it and run. Yeah, anything on the right, because I'm just a doofus. All we have to do is touch this blue light. I was sitting on it and it just would not.
Final target neutralized.
Anything
Let's
just
get
to
out of here.
aggravate me more, but it looks like 31, 22, or 3. Which yeah, that's real poor, but it is. Luckily, these next 2 levels are quicker. We should have these done in about 20 minutes. So I think 2:20:31 is what I was trying to beat. So it's
Captain?
probably not
Captain?
possible unless I play
lost it.
perfectly. So let's see. So you want to get this guy back. And now I'm thinking I gotta play perfectly, so don't screw this up. I didn't go back far enough though, so this bump will not work. He's too far forward. Or he's too far back, I'm sorry. He's too far back, so I need his, like, the back of his head when he gets up, so it'll bump me through that. So that was attempt
Captain?
1, and it was a successful
Captain?
reviver, and I
I've lost
screwed it up. So we're going for number 2. There's supposedly this method when you restart, if you press Y, then you melee and you walk straight, you know, this guy will revive. I don't know. I don't want to say it's science fiction, but alright, looks like at least I worried more about lining up, but he's not a reviver, so now we'll go to try 3. And now I'm trying to, there we go. But I realized I switched guns, so blind melee, but the movie played, so I don't know if this will work. But we're gonna commit.
Captain? Captain? I've lost him.
Alright, so the next bump attempt. And I actually get through, so. Which I think is better than our co-op. I think we had to do it like 10 times in our co-op, but the first time you revive was our 10th time. But I actually stuck it. Where here it was the first time and I biffed it. Didn't get any plasmas. So that's a little upsetting. Gotta take out all these T-pose guys. I'm looking for a shotgun. There's a pistol. There we go. Hopefully I killed that flood. So interestingly, in this scene, there's actually 2 Master Chiefs. There's the chief that we're seeing now. and then there's a chief that's below the platform. And this chief here, you'll notice he's getting hit. He has no shield.
No human life signs detected. The captain...
So this
He's one
chief
of them.
can be killed. It's the chief that's below the
We can't
platform.
let the flood get off this ring.
that
You know
can't
what he'd
be
expect.
killed. So
What he'd
just
want
based on
us
the
to
fact
do.
that flood is not hitting him anymore, I'm assuming he's dead. He's not moving in this cutscene, as you notice. But when it resumes, if it doesn't go to the last checkpoint,
code.
he didn't kill the chief that's below the platform. So
We need to get back to the
and
Pillar
that's
of Honor.
the real
Let's
chief
go back to
you
the
saw
shuttle
in
bay and
Mirage.
find a ride.
So I gotta put a checkpoint there. Didn't notice that. That like never happened. But it must have happened because I had to shoot that flood. So now I want to get a good grenade throw. So it's over that elite, so that elite that I just passed looks at will also kill those elites. So not good enough of a throw. Not good enough. That might be good. He turned around and looked at it, but I got stuck on the grunt. That's a pretty bad running route, but I made it through. You can't encourage a checkpoint here, so I'll probably try to do that. Shell, so why not? There we go, checkpoint. I got another one. So I want those guys to go in and race hell, so hopefully I can sneak past everybody. Just jump, and that's it for me. I'm just trying to get them to focus on anything but me. Got the landing. And I just like stiff it. But luckily I don't die. I probably would have been infuriated there. All we have to do is just knock this guy. And then once we're in this Banshee, we're invincible, so
Grab one of the escort banshees and we'll use
if
it
you
to
try to,
return
like,
the
it can
Pillar
go
of Honor.
through, oh, I didn't fly it because I've done it enough, but you can just fly through the walls, but if you fly, like, off or so far, it just keeps kind of, like, teleporting you back, so you just have to wait a while, and then it goes to that sequence, and finally be going to the last level. It looks like we're at about 2 hours, 13 minutes, so if I beat this in 7 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll beat the co-op time, which I don't even, like, my best is probably like, I don't know, 9 minutes or something, so probably not. So I think I was aware of that, like, going in.
We need to get to the bridge.
I had a stopwatch
From
with
there,
me that,
we can use the captain's neural
yeah, this is
implants
going to be
to
hard,
initiate
but,
an
you know, I
overload of the ship's fusion
gotta run my
engines.
nuts off here,
The
so.
explosion should damage enough systems below it to destroy the ring.
So I try to get down here fast enough to deploy the Aquas, get those 4 kills. Usually, I don't know why I didn't. I'll throw a grenade behind that guy and then the shotgun will fly towards me. Instead, I did that really stupid thing you just saw. So this door is now open. Put it out pretty good. I know, I saw that pistol. I probably heard the guy fire. Those 3 frags and health packs are guaranteed. Here I didn't want to go into the ceiling, but I was too close to that door. So it sent you up. You can then jump on the lights and like avoid this movie and stuff if you do that, but I don't know. The out of bounds stuff,
The bridge.
it's kind of
We
meh
made
to
it.
me.
Let's get to work.
I missed that tag. Got a buttload of frags.
We need to upload the into the control systems. The terminal is located next to the main view screen.
So I'm just pressing Y to try to skip this movie. Sentinel
The
show
ship
up,
was
but
heavily damaged when it
like,
crashed.
they'll never take
Head
out
to
your
the
shield if
cryo
you just
field.
kind of
You
walk
should be
out.
able to get to the engine room through there.
Checkpoint. Could be some flood in here. Port side wanted to hit the floor, but I tagged them. So far though, I'm running the mob pretty well. Like of all the levels so far, this is going the smoothest. Which is good because I need it. I'm trying to beat time. Try to throw frag in the door. Throw another one because there's more to spawn. Maybe more to spawn. Pretty much as soon as you take them out, they're gonna spawn. So I could have just gone to the right, but my shield was getting low, and I just figured I'll go for that just for security. You might recognize this. It's a repeated level. I'll try to tag this guy. I usually just try to tag both these elites as I run past them. Just so they don't shoot me in the ass or anything. That was a big miss. I just throw another one because F him. That rocket launcher. I made sure to equip frags because I'm going to do a grenade jump here, and you can't see what you have because there's a little title card that comes up. So you need to know if you have frag or plasma, preferably frags, just because they go off quicker.
We're here.
And you're able to get up here.
Alert! The monitor has disabled all command access. We can't restart the countdown. The only remaining option is to detonate the ship's fusion reactors.
So far, we're doing all right on time.
That should do
like
enough
I said,
damage
as
to
of the
destroy
levels,
Halo.
this is
Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. I'll walk you through.
Which is not one I
First, we
play
need to
a
pull
lot,
back the
but
exhaust couplings. That will expose a shaft that
Alright,
leads
so I
to
wanna
the
try to get a
primary
rocket into
fusion drive.
here.
Good. Step 1 complete. We have a straight shot into the fusion reactor.
and it looks like I
We
could
need a
have been a
catalyst
little higher, so I
to
try to just
destabilize the magnetic
throw grenades real quick,
surrounding
but
the
no
fusion
luck.
cells. Use an explosive. I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance. Analyzing.
Alright, so
Fusion
that's 2
reactor
of 4.
number 1 destabilizing.
That's a little
Use
slow,
explosives
but
on the other 3 reactors. That should be enough to trigger a wildcat explosion of the engines.
Seeing that that's closed, I know the other one's closed too, so I'm going to open this. Try to do this one. There was a flood right there, and I decided to pull the trigger. Luckily, it worked out. The Sentinels actually covered
Keep it
me,
up. Only
even though
one
they're
more
my
fusion
enemies right
reactor to
now.
go.
So that worked out. So I got like 2.5 minutes to beat this. You can just run in there. I didn't. I was so freaking scared.
Cortana to Echo 419.
2031
Come in,
is
Echo
what I was trying to
419.
beat. We're at
Roger, Cortana.
219.21,
I
so
read 5 by 5.
I can't.
The Pillar of Autumn's engines are going critical, Foehammer. Request immediate extraction. Approach the crash site and be ready to pick us
But
up
for
at
a
external
first
access
solo
junction
run, I'm
4C
okay
as soon
with
as you
it.
get my signal.
Affirmative. Echo 419 going on station. Echo 419 to Cortana. Things are getting noisy down there. Everything okay?
Negative, negative. We have a wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core.
I'll get
The
there
engines
always.
must have sustained more damage than we thought.
Analyzing. We have 5 minutes before the fusion drives detonate.
Usually a
We
frag
need
there,
to
that's why
evac
he's
now.
always a little
Activating
bit
final
slow out the
countdown
gate.
timer. When it
That
reaches
elite
0,
usually
the engines
throws
will
that
detonate.
plasma.
The explosion will generate a temperature of almost 100 million degrees. Don't be here when it blows.
Right there. Even though I know I'm not like setting any record, your nerves still get to you. That is 2:20:31, so I missed my deadline. My goal, I should say. Here you kind of get in the middle again. And go to the right, and I did. Like, I still kind of did that. Some top-notch warthog driving. It's like he brought this back in Halo 3. Like
Wait,
how they
stop.
ended the game
This
as
is
you
where
drive
Bowhammer
this
is coming to pick us
warthog,
up.
and it's like
Hold
this
position
platform
here.
falling apart and exploding. I don't know, it was...
Cortana to Echo 4.
Echo 419!
Is it? Because like most games, like
He's
hell,
gone.
even if you take Doom, you know, you
Calculating
fight the
alternate
cyber
escape route.
demon, you fight the spider mastermind, you fight the
Inventory
Icon
shows one
Sin,
longsword fighter is still docked
you
in launch
fight
bay
this like
7.
big
If we
bad
move
enemy.
now, we
Here,
can make
you
it.
just drive for your life. I don't know. It's interesting. It was different. I always liked it because instead of just going, because like Halo 2, you gotta shoot this blue achievement, and it's not even just like you let them have it. It's you have to shoot him after Johnson hits him 3 times in the beam rifle. So you gotta like listen for the
Up ahead,
distinctive
there's a
beam
gap in
rifle
the
sound,
trench.
and if you
Top
miss one of the
speed, we should
shots,
be
it
able
won't
to clear
lower
it.
the shield and you can't hurt him. 360 swag startup section. So I'm alright. So like Halo 2, you had like a boss fight per se, and then 1 and 3 they did this, and then Halo 4 is
That's the ship!
Oh,
Move! We need to get aboard now!
That was the boss. Halo is dead. Got 2:23. 41 was the final time. That is it. That is my first run of Halo.
We're cutting it close!
I like this game. I don't know, kind of doing like the speed run methods and that for, I don't know,
Here we
maybe
go.
like 5 months or so. You just start going through this wall, you flip off the Banshee ramp. These methods, it's just,
Come here, you mother.
I don't know, it's cool, it's interesting. You kind of wonder how some people figure some of this shit out. But, yeah, and then there's your legendary ending if...
This is it, baby.
I think when you beat it on the other modes. It's taking my wallet. Oh, when you beat it on the other modes, you just see Flood marching towards the Pillar Autumn. So, I appreciate you watching. In terms of this game, I really
Shut them
do.
down.
I really
Leave
do
them
like it in terms of pushing the time down. If I beat 2 hours, I would be ecstatic because I'm really gonna have to refine my play and learn some new tech. So, if I played perfectly with like the methods I use, I think I can get 150 maybe, but I'd have to start, you know, belly skipping and banshee out of bounds in and all the other tricks that just seem nuts and honestly pretty difficult on the console as is. So I think
Did
like the
anyone
top
else make it?
6 or so record holders in this game all play on PC, which I get.
Just dust and echoes.
It's a little easier with the
We're all that's left.
Excuse me.
We did what we had to do for Earth.
That is my
An
first
entire
run of
Covenant
Halo CE.
Armada
I
obliterated, and the
believe
flood.
time is 2.
We had no choice. Halo,
23 or 20.
it's finished.
No. I think we're just
No,
getting started.
2:23:41, I believe, was the final time. So nothing crazy, nothing great. I believe world record right now is under an hour and 5 minutes. So someone that knows, you know, all about this game and is very precise with how they play, and is a lot smarter than me, is able to do it twice by the time I do it once. Probably twice if they even make errors, but you know, by the time I do it my first try. So yeah, but it's fun. It's interesting. I really do like, of all the Halo CE, is by far my favorite. So it's been fun to play this, to learn these techniques, 1029, all these things with it. So I'm not that like I'm a part of the community, but you know, I'm glad to kind of be in it. And I know, you know, ultimately, like I said, if I ever break 2 hours, I'd be like, oh my god. But I don't like that crazy out of bounds stuff is just, to me, so bananas. So I don't know if I'll ever get to that, but I do thank you for listening to me ramble and commentate on my first ever Halo solo speed run. So that is it. That is the game start to finish for me in 2:23:41. And I do thank you for watching.